What are you modelling for? Forehead monthly. Hi there everyone, my name is Ollie. I am a final year medical student at a medical school which will go unnamed for the purposes of this video. Now why are we here today? Well, a little while ago myself and a few of my colleagues were featured in the Times magazine. Now the Times is one of the largest national newspapers in the UK, kind of a big deal, but as you know, on this channel I like to keep it humble, calm, collected. So I thought what better way to keep my rather spectacular self grounded and, you know, in line with all you plebs out there watching this video. I thought I would submit myself to RoastMe. Now, if you are fortunate enough to have either never used Reddit or have used Reddit and not know what RoastMe is a subreddit or a forum, if you like, where people submit pictures of themselves where they get roasted. For those of you again unfamiliar with this concept, is when you get a room full of people all taking the mick out of one person in the middle who is the roastee. They are getting roasted. But of course, because this takes place on the internet, and not just on the internet but on Reddit, a hive of scum and villainy if ever there was one, it tends to get pretty aggressive, pretty mean, pretty fast. So that's essentially what happened. I submitted this picture of myself with a caption very much intended to provoke a negative response because I wanted people to be as brutal as humanly possible for the sake of this video. Now, word of warning before we start, guys, obviously this is all done in the name of comedy, in the name of entertainment for you guys. I don't take any of this stuff to heart. I don't care. I don't have the energy to care particularly. But if you're thinking after watching this video about submitting yourself to RoastMe, which can be a really fun time, what I would suggest is that if you are in the least bit insecure about something to do with yourself, or there are some things that people might say that could upset you, think twice before going on RoastMe, because if there's one thing I've learned from now having done it twice, they are extremely good at zoning in very quickly on your flaws and insecurities, of which I obviously have many, so there was a lot for people to play with. Alright guys, RoastMe. Let's see what you got. So forgive me for just reading these off my phone, but there are nearly 300 of these because clearly I'm very hateable. And I've organised these comments by the amount of attention they got basically, so the best comments will be at the end and we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. With the very bottom one, what mag is that? Twink Monthly. If your nursing attributes are equal to your modelling aesthetic, people gonna die. You see, we're starting off a bit slow here. Fuck off, are you a model, you ugly runt. I mean, like, fair enough, it's just not very clever. They must have mistaken you as a skinnier version of PewDiePie, that's why you're a model. This actually brings me into something I was going to say here. What you'll notice about this as we go through is that there are several domains of roasting that seem to happen here. One of which is that I apparently look a bit like a budget PewDiePie. I don't really see it, particularly minus the beard. This one I don't really like too much just because it's a bit long. Holy shit, they make a magazine for children of mothers who happen to be long-necked whores. Jerking off to random strangers on chat roulette doesn't make you a model. Agree to disagree. Again, this is the second domain. What do you model for? The before photo of treatments for receding hairlines. Oof. Again, third domain. Your head is the shape of a light bulb. You look like an American leprechaun. Do you model for Rogaine? Yes, Photoshop can do marvellous things. Now that you're a doctor, you should be able to afford food. You look like a skinny 12-year-old with a receding hairline. He's a male model of who kids should stay away from at parks. Your face, it's just so goddamn punchable. You look like Chicken Joe from Surf's Up. Don't know who that is, but the photo will be on screen. Let's see what lasts longer, your medical license or your hairline. He's never spoken to an adult female without first forking over his credit card number. Dr. Knockoff Mike. There we go. You ever watch the Beavis and Butthead episode where they shave their pubes and glue them to their face? That's your beard. Med school is the only way you'll get a wife that'll murder you in 7 years. God, will it really take 7 years? Your neck is so long, by the time it's in your belly, it's already gone bad. We're about halfway through now, guys. It would really help me out if you're enjoying this video. Go and follow me on social media at OllieBurtonMed, and remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future RoastMes that I do. What I quite like about this one is that it gives me a choice of things that I can be roasted with, and I appreciate options. Your face says, give me your worst Reddit, but your body says, please no more heroin. You look like the kind of male model who would die in a freak gasoline fight accident. And you're the type of professional male model who would pass a hepatitis test with an A, 2 Bs and a C. The way you dress is like someone in the first half of an antidepressants ad. You look both 27 and 45 while struggling to get a job to feed your family, so you constantly look to the 44 in your closet and had to lock it and give your wife the key so you don't shoot your family. I mean, I guess I have a wife and an example, so that's an upgrade. You appeared in an ad for flavoured lube in Out magazine. It's like AIDS caught cancer. Okay, wow. When you order PewDiePie online, this is what you receive. I keep looking for you in this photo, but I think you just accidentally posted a picture of a white wall. Expectation versus reality. Jesus Christ. Being the picture they use for AIDS awareness is not something you should be bragging about. Found it, National Magazine is shitty irregular chest hair monthly. I think it's sad that your neck looks exactly like it did in the picture. What are you modelling? The after picture about the dangers of meth. What are you modelling for? Forehead monthly. Oh. This is very strong. God really put you on randomizer. Ryan Gosling after a crack bender. I'll take that. Okay, there's actually a theme here. Bro, you look like a fat earthworm on crack. You look like you could squeeze your entire body backwards through a gap in railings only to get stuck at the end because the top of your head is too wide. Today I learned there's a magazine called Crackheads Monthly. Gay's Anatomy. Very good. An article about a medical student with a crippling Adderall addiction that includes your picture is not modelling. Looks like your hairline is racing your career into non-existence. Adam's Apple Weekly is still in circulation. Modelling for cigarette packs doesn't count. That degree isn't going to earn daddy's respect. Joke's on you, it's not going to make him come back either, is it? Got him. Proctologist trying to be less of an ass. Very good. PewDiePie after working 5 years in IKEA. I see your neck is working on its six-pack. It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the Ollie Burton again. Wow. I enjoy a good Hannibal reference. A male model maybe, because that head looks like a mailbox. Well done. Again, Twink Monthly. Twice there. I didn't know med schools had cadaver catalogues. His head is like Sputnik. Pointy in some areas, round in others. You have the hands of a proctologist and the face of a patient's butthole. You are shaped like a bowling ball. I'm not even sure what that means. If the Steve Rogers before pic was a neckbeard. If Doogie Howser and Gregory House somehow had a child. Yeah, but think how much medicine I'd know and how many lawsuits I'd be in. Ooh, I'm sorry, are you the poster boy for Rehypnol awareness? Wow. Paging Dr. Longneck, we need you in surgery right away. Your neck is longer than a Monday. You must be a male model for trailer parks. You give me that live here and let's do meth vibe. I bet sales of azathioprine really tanked after your little photo op, OP. Oh god, there's a long one here. What magazine is that? Highlights for children with no friends. Among other mean comments. I didn't know Shaggy from Scooby-Doo practiced medicine. There's a lot of Luke Perry jokes as well. You look like Luke Perry but present day, and then Puke Larry, Duke Ferry, Luke Buried, Fluke Berry. Nambla has a magazine, and I did actually have to look up Nambla, North American Man-Boy Love Association, seemingly a pro-paedophilia group. Not fun. We're getting to the end now, guys, and these comments are all buried deep into one another. He's the new face of gonorrhea meds. Also, before and after hair restoration. Final 3. He is also a model for the medical manual in the chapter How to Get Rid of Hemorrhoids. His head kind of looks like a hemorrhoid, and the pièce de résistance. The only modelling I can see you doing is the before photo in an advertisement for a drug rehab facility. Well, that was a bit of a ride, guys. I'm not going to lie, that was actually a slightly cathartic experience. Did you contribute any of these? Reveal yourselves in the comments. It's too late now. My morale and my self-esteem has already been broken. But thanks for coming and watching this video, guys. I thought it would just be a slightly light-hearted thing to do before we get back into the interview preparation and personal statement content. I'll leave the link to the RoastMe in the description below. I'm sure this video will be demonetized virtually instantly, but I hope you've enjoyed some of them. Let me know which were your favorites down in the comments. And if you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit that like button for me, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you in another video. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, there are 3 ways you can support the channel. The first is by hitting that like button, leaving a comment, subscribing, and sharing it with a friend. The second is you can buy me a coffee using my Ko-Fi link, which will help keep me awake during the editing process. And the third is using my link below to get your first year's subscription to Complete Anatomy 2020, my favourite anatomy learning tool. Take care, and I'll see you next time.